23rd November 2023. Morning Murli. Om Shanti. BapDada. Madhuban. Sweet children, body consciousness makes you cry. Become soul conscious and you will be able to make the right effort. Your hearts will be honest and you will be able to follow the Father completely. Question: when can your stage become fearless and constant in adverse situation and calamities? Answer: when you have full faith and the knowledge of the drama. When any calamity comes in front of you, it is said that it is fixed in the drama. You overcame it in the previous cycle too. There is no need to be afraid of anything in this. However, your children have to become Mahavirs, those who are the Father's full helpers and are His worthy children. Those who are seated on His heart throne are the ones who are able to remain constantly stable. Their stage remains constant. Song: O traveller from the faraway land, take me with you. Om Shanti. When it is the time of destruction, some people are definitely saved. Some from Ram's army and some from Ravan's army are definitely saved. The army of Ravan cry out. One is that they weren't able to go with him, and second, there are many difficulties at the end because there is a lot of distress. Among your children too, those who are especially loved are the ones who are worthy to watch destruction. They are the ones with courage. For example, it is shown of Angad that he remained completely stable. No one, apart from your children, can watch destruction. There is so much distress. It will be just as when someone is being operated on and some people can't stand there and watch it. You will continue to see all of that in front of you. There will continue to be cries of distress. Those who are good, especially loved worthy helpers of Baba, are seated on the Father's heart throne. There wasn't just one Hanuman. The whole rosary is of Hanuman and the Mahavirs. There is the rosary of Rudraksha. The rosary of God Rudra is called the rosary of Rudra. A Rudraksha bead is very valuable. Amongst Rudraksha beads, some are real and others are artificial. The same type of rosary can be bought for either 100 rupees or 2 rupees. It is the same with everything. The Father makes you become like diamonds, and in comparison to that, everyone else is artificial. In front of God, the truth, everyone else is false and not worth a penny. There is a saying, darkness cannot remain hidden in front of the sun. That one is the sun of knowledge. Ignorance cannot remain hidden in front of him. You are receiving the truth from the true Father. You know that whatever people say about God the Father, the truth is lies. You now explain that the God of the Gita is Shiv and not Shri Krishna, the deity with the divine virtues. It is now the confluence age, and thou wilt then definitely be the golden age. The Shri Krishna soul is now receiving knowledge. People think that he gives knowledge. There is so much difference. That one is the Father and this one is the child. They have made the Father completely disappear and have inserted the name of the child. As you progress further, the truth will eventually emerge. This is the first and foremost thing. Why have people considered God to be omnipresent? Because they have inserted Krishna's name in the Gita. You know those things. Shri Krishna and the deity souls have completed their 84 births. It is sung Souls remain separated from the Supreme Soul for the long time. We are the first ones to become separated. The rest of the souls stay with Baba up there. No one understands the meaning of this. Among you two, scarcely any of you are able to explain these things accurately. It is body consciousness that makes you cry a great deal. Only those who are soul conscious will make very good effort, and they are also able to imbibe everything very well. That is why it is said, follow the Father. The Father also comes to act. Both are fathers. You cannot tell which father is saying something because both Bap and Dada are in this body. You have to follow the one who comes to act. The Father explains, children become soul conscious. Many very good children are body conscious because they don't remember the Father. Those who are not yogis are unable to imbibe anything. Honesty is required here. You have to follow him fully. Whatever you hear, imbibe it, and then continue to explain to others. You have to remain fearless. You have to remain firm on the drama. When any calamities come, it is understood that they are fixed in the drama. You overcome difficulties before. All of you are Mahavirs, are you not? Your name is glorified. 8 are very good Mahavirs, and then there are 108 a little less than them, and then 16,000 a little less than them. You definitely have to become that. This kingdom was also established in the previous cycle, and so it has to happen now. Many develop doubts and then leave. If they had faith, they would not divorce such a father. Sometimes even when someone is forced to drink the nectar of knowledge, as you make little children do, they don't drink it. The Father gives you the milk of knowledge to drink, and in spite of that, you don't drink it. You turn your faces completely away, and so you become completely useless. You then say, I don't want anything from the Mother and Father. I am unable to follow shrimat. In that case, how will you become elevated? Shrimat is from God. So, you should also write the slogan, the incorporeal ocean of knowledge, the purifier, God Shiv, the teacher, speaks. Mothers are the gateway to heaven. These points should enter your intellects for you to explain. All of your students would definitely be number-wise. You are playing your parts in the drama. We remember him at the times of sorrow. The Father lives in the faraway land. We souls remember him. Everyone remembers him at times of sorrow, but not a single person remembers him in happiness. It is now a world of sorrow. Is it not? It is very easy to explain this. First of all, you have to explain that the Father is the one who establishes heaven. So why should we not receive the sovereignty of heaven? You know that not everyone will receive this inheritance. If everyone were to go to heaven, there would be no hell. How could there then be expansion? It is remembered that Bharat is an imperishable land. That is, it is the birthplace of the Eternal Father. Bharat itself was heaven. We say with happiness, it became heaven 5,000 years ago. There definitely are the pictures of the masters of heaven. They say that 3,000 years before Christ, Bharat used to be heaven. The sun and moon dynasties definitely existed in Bharat. There are also their images. This is so easy. Thus knowledge works on your intellects. The soul of Baba had this knowledge in him, and so he made his souls imbibe it. He alone is the knowledgeful one. He says, I teach you Raj Yoga through this Prajapita Brahma, and he then becomes the king of kings. Thus knowledge will then disappear. You are now once again receiving knowledge. Your children now have to issue a challenge. Very good. First class intellects are needed for this. Baba never keeps anything first class for himself. He would say, all of these buildings that have been built are for the children to live in. Otherwise, where would the children come and stay? One day, all the buildings will belong to us. There is going to be a huge crowd of devotees on God's doorstep. They have made many into God. In practice, that one is the only one. You understand how much of a crowd there will be. There is a lot of blind faith in the world. When fairs take place, there is such a crowd. Sometimes they even fight among themselves. So many people die in such a big crowds. A lot of damage is caused. So, this discourse of self-realization is very good. You should also definitely write down the slogans. At the end, everyone has to bow down in front of the mothers. They make such pictures of the Shaktis. The Father is having the emanation of knowledge made for you children. He says, prove this. It is easy. Devotees remember God. Sages make spiritual endeavor in order to meet God. God is called the Father. We are truly His children. They speak of a brotherhood, that the Hindus and the Chinese are brothers. So their father would be one, would he not? In the physical form, they are brothers and sisters, and so there cannot be vicious region. This is the way to remain pure. The Father also says, lust is the greatest enemy. However, you have to understand this. The one main thing is, God is the Father of all. The Father is the one who establishes heaven, and so you surely have to receive the inheritance from the Father. You had the inheritance and you then lost it. This is a play about happiness and sorrow. This has to be explained very well. Acha, to the sweetest, beloved, long lost, and now found children, love, remembrance, and good morning from the Mother, the Father, BapDada. The spiritual father says, Namaste to the spiritual children. The spiritual children says, Namaste and good morning to the spiritual father. Essence for the dharana. First point, imbibe honesty and follow every act of the Father. Drink the nectar of knowledge and also inspire others to drink it. Become fearless. Second point, have the awareness that you are the children of God, the brothers, and so you must make your vision and attitude pure. Blessing. May you be worthy of receiving blessings by seeing each one's specialities and using them for doing service. Explanation. BapDada has love for each child's specialities, and so he has love for all of you because each child has one or another speciality. Similarly, you also have to see each one's specialities, just as a swan picks up pearls and not stones. Similarly, you are holy swans. Your duty is to see each one's specialities and to use their specialities for doing service. Make them enthusiastic to use their specialities for doing service, and you will receive their blessings, and you will also receive a share for whatever service they do. Slogan. Remain combined with BapDada in such a way that others are reminded of the Father through you. Om Shanti. Sweet, elevated versions of Mateshwari, the expansion of Tamoguni Maya. There are the three words Satoguni, Rajoguni, and Tamoguni, and it is essential to understand them accurately. People believe that these three qualities coexist at the same time. But what does your conscience say? Do these three qualities coexist at the same time? Or does each of the three qualities have a part in separate ages? The conscious says that these three do not coexist at the same time. When it is the golden age, means Satyug, everything is Satoguni. When it is the copper age, everything is then Rajoguni. And when it is the iron age, everything is then Tamoguni. When it is the time for Sato, the stages of Rajo and Tamo do not exist. When it is the time for Rajo, there cannot be Satoguni. People believe that all of these three qualities have continued to exist at the same time. It is a big mistake to say this. They believe that when a person is telling the truth and not committing any sin, he is Satoguni. However, one's conscience says that when we speak of being Satoguni, Satoguni means complete happiness. That is, the whole world is Satoguni. However, you cannot say that those who speak the truth are Satoguni and that those who tell lies are Iron Age and Tamoguni, and that the world has continued to move along in this way. Now, when we speak of the Golden Age, that means that the whole world is Satoguni and Satopradhan. Yes, there was a point in time when it was such a golden age and the whole world was Satoguni. That golden age does not exist now. It is now the Iron Age world. That is, there is a Tamapradhan kingdom over the whole world. How can there be anything Satoguni in the Samapradhan era? There is now extreme darkness, which is called the night of Brahma. The golden age is the day of Brahma, and the iron age is the night of Brahma. And so, we cannot combine the two. Acha. Om Shanti.